Greetings and hello, and how the heck are you, everybody out there in the land of Pokemons? You good? How are your mons doing? Have you poked your mons regularly? You should poke your mons regularly. It's always been a leading principle of my life, and it's worked out just fine. So, who's in the chat room already? T-Dog Gaming, Skull Kid there, King Gurk 16, hello there. Gone up to Marlo's gym. Sweet. Gym number 1, grass type gym. Oh, we got straight off the bat, Solomon coming in with a tier 1 sub.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
That's 13 months right there. Thank you ever so much. Splash some love in the chat for us. People, please.
You made me buy Shield. This is your fault. Now tell me I'm a good Pokemon fan even if I don't like the series as much anymore.
Well, I mean, you bought it. You were impressed enough with it watching me play it that you wanted to play it. It's alright to be a lapsed fan. Coming back, that's fine. You don't have to be the super hardcore Pokemon fan just to be a Pokemon fan. I mean, I don't play every Pokemon game. I play all the core series games. Very few of the spin-off games. So I'm not that hardcore either. If you want to play by those rules. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I'm enjoying it. Or at least even half. If you enjoy it half as much as I enjoy it, you're going to have a blast. So I've been loving it. Let me indicate to you how much I've been loving it. So we streamed for 12 hours yesterday, right? I now have a playtime of 22 hours. Between last night and this morning, I've added another couple of 5-hour-long sessions in which I didn't make any story progress, obviously, because I said I was going to keep that for you guys and for the replays on the secondary YouTube channel. But mostly, I just sort of built up some of my team a little bit. A couple of them evolved. And most of that time, I was just doing raid battles. Just stocking up on supplies, basically. Getting lots of watts, getting lots of berries and TMs. Some of which, you know, like Tri-Attack. I seem to get a lot of Tri-Attacks, and they sell really well. So there's a, you know, many grands worth of Poke Yen right there. So I can buy more Pokeballs. Stocked up on Pokeballs. Stocked up on curatives and things like that. And even just doing that simple grindy stuff, I'm having a blast. An absolute blast. Says a lot about this game. I did sleep well. I slept well-ish. I had a bit of a nap after I finished about a 12-hour stream. Got a couple of hours there. And then I woke up and went back to the game, like I was just saying. Then I went down for about 4 or 5 hours decent sleep, I guess. So I'm feeling pretty good. Felt much better after I got some food in me. Because I didn't eat for that entire 12-hour stream, so. Just surviving on several coffees. Hey, Pamara. Can't really hang out tonight. About to head to bed. No worries, mate. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. My child Sobble evolved and BH not a fan. Yeah, Sobble's middle evolution is pretty typical middle evolutions. Not quite as awesome as the middle evolution of the fire type starter. That's a cool design. He's got little pockets and everything on his little dungarees. Her little dungarees, I should say. I keep forgetting I got a her. Almost always the starters are male. It's not necessarily a sexist thing, but they keep the females to a very low ratio so they feel a bit more special, because if you get fewer females, there's fewer people out there breeding them. Which is something I should probably do today. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream. We'll pop this girl into the daycare, hatch a few eggs, start spreading the love out into the world as far as bred up starters go for the people who don't have the 2 ones they need. Did a rando trade this morning just to see what how that system works. Matched up with some rando and they were trying to trade me a Sobble, but I didn't have an appropriate starter baby to trade back to them, so they quit out of the trade when I was offering them I forget what I was offering them. It was something stupid. And I was just like, nope. Oh, I remember. It was, here we go. Yeah, I had a spare Onyx. I was trying to give them the Onyx and they'll go, nope. Quit out the trade. Bugger off. Which is fair enough. If you're trying to get the Stardust or starter trade, it's fair enough that you quit out of that. Actually, just now downloading the game, by the way. Happy to experience it. Yeah, I think one of the first things we'll do today is I learned, I haven't checked this out, but someone told me one of the 2 Pokemon centers in the main town, Moto, whatever it is, Motor City, what is it? This place, Motorstoke. There's 2 Pokemon centers in Motorstoke. One at the east end. Apparently, one of those.
Hey, pat on the back for this guy.
But first, thank you very much for 9 months subs. Twitch baby time. Tyler1313. Thank you very much. Slamming down that Prime sub. Love in the chat, please, people. Yeah, one of the 2 Pokemon centers in Motorstoke sell False Swipe. Just straight up sell it. So I'm thinking I might want to get a Pokemon with False Swipe on it to make catching low-level Pokemon a bit easier. The other thing we have to do after we do that is backtrack all the way to the beginning, because I just realized I never actually caught a Wooloo. By the time we got our Pokeballs, we just never backtracked to go get a Wooloo. So we need to get one of those. So that's what we're doing before we sort of plow on towards the 3rd gym today. We're going to backtrack and do some tidy up. Would someone please type !Twitch in the chat so that light doesn't get stuck red? I don't know why it's doing that. I can't fix it. I just can't. Alternatively, you can type !Pokeball, or Master Ball, or Ultra Ball, or Great Ball. All of those things will reset that light as well, except I'll also change the color of that light back there. Have you encountered any Gigantamax Pokemon yet? Oh yeah, like maybe 70 odd. Actually, I could probably get a rough idea about how many I caught, or how many I've encountered. Let's see here, because they all drop certain items here, so... Right, so I've got 79... So you get 1 Dynamax candy every time you fight one of these things. I've got 79 sitting there, and I've already used maybe 40 or 50 of them to Dynamax power up most of my team of several levels. So yeah, I've probably done at least 100 Dynamax raids over the day and a half that the game's been live. I just did a lot of grinding this morning. I flattened the Switch battery this morning. I was lying in bed, woke up at about 4 a.m, just grabbed the Switch and was lying in bed doing it handheld with someone doing a shiny hunt up on the big screen, at the foot of my bed, and just ran the battery flat, just doing Gigantamax raids basically. Alright, so, shall we? First thing we need to do, go to Motorstoke. Yeah, we'll go to the main entrance first. I bet you it's in the second one though. I wonder how much it costs actually. We got plenty of money, we should be fine. Get through the door, nuthead. Alright, if anyone's going to have it, there'll be second guy here, right? Because the first guy just sells the standard stuff. No, you don't. But I do want to get more netballs while I'm here, actually, because I used a few of those last night too, or this morning, catching some fish down by that seaside town we were just at. They got a little dock there with several fishing spots that tend to respawn nicely, so let's replenish our feed of those by... We'll bring it up to an even 30. No, wait. Always buy in lots of 10 to get your Premier Balls. 15 years I've been trying to learn that lesson. Nest balls we got 20 of. That should be fun. Alright, so he doesn't have it. I'll have to check the other store. Still a bit sad that there's no wheelie button. I miss being able to do wheelies on the bike. Maybe it's an upgrade later or something. Because at some point we do get a different bike or an upgraded bike so we can go across water. Don't know when or how that happens, but maybe we get wheelies at some point as well. There we are. So this must be the one that sells false swipe. Ah, here we go. He's selling TMs. Bye. Oh, right at top of the list. Did I not check that guy the first time we came through here? I must have just ignored him because I thought he was just selling the regular, you know, the secondary Pokeballs. What else you got? Round, light screen, reflect, safeguard, protect, and helping out. Well, none of those are any use to me, but false swipe for 10 grand. We can buy 3 of those and still not damage our triple-digit bank account there. Well, sextuplet digit, I guess. You know what I meant. Alright then. Sweet. Alright, can we only buy one of those? Oh, he only sells one. Once you buy it, it's gone. Damn. Oh, because it's a TM anyway. It's not a TP. Wait, what's the ones that break now? TMs and TPs. I forget. Where are they? TRs. TR. I was close. A P is kind of like an R. An R is like a P that's taking a P. Look at this stream coming off the end of it. Alright, does anyone on my team... Oh, Dreadnought can learn it. That's interesting. But do I want to teach it to Dreadnought? Oh yeah, my little baby turtle grew up, by the way. Now he's a tank. So... I guess we can get rid of Headbutt. This False Swipe is a normal type attack. It just means you won't be able to one-shot anybody with a normal type. But between Rock, Water, and Dark, that shouldn't pose a problem. Plus we got other guys to do normal attacks anyway. Yeah, maybe. Do we have other options? Who else knows can learn False Swipe, I wonder? I don't think anybody there can. Actually, I don't know about the new guys. For all I know, Wicket might be able to do it. Pretty sure Meowth can. Don't know about Clobbopus. Oh yeah, I caught the teacup, the ghosty teacup Pokemon as well last night, which I've only ever seen one of. Must be super rare. It came up in a max raid battle. Where are you up to? I have just gone through the second gym, but right now we're sort of on a sort of a side quest. So if you're worried about spoilers, you'll be fine for an hour or two. What happened to the Derp mode? I replaced it with the Derp Bunny. That's our Derp for the time being. I might bring the other Derp back, but I felt like this Derpy Face would serve the Derpy Face purposes while we're on the Pokemon hype train at least. Didn't get to watch because I was streaming myself. How'd you do? How long did you stream for? What'd you get up to? Enjoying it? Is there a way in the overworld to tell if you're about to encounter a Gigantamax Pokemon in the dens instead of a regular Dynamax? I don't know. At first I thought it was the purple, because you know normally there's a red beam, but there's also a purple swirly variant of the beam, and I thought that might be it at first, but that just turns out to be kind of the rarer or slightly more powerful, like with Perfect IVs and shit like that, variants. But yeah, I haven't actually seen a Gigantamax spawn yet, which is weird because we're supposed to be seeing like Gigantamax Butterfree right now in Shield version. That's supposed to be the special thing, but maybe we have to unlock the second area spawns first. You can just walk to the second area, but none of the vents spawn anything yet. But you can catch wild Pokemon there. Alright, what was I doing? I was looking for someone who's going to learn false swipe. Oh, that's right, we had the routes. I could turn my routes into my false swiper. Like I did in X and Y, I think. What I need is someone who learns a guaranteed sleep move and can false swipe. Routes learns hypnosis at some point, I think, but that's not guaranteed. That's like, I think 60% hit rate. So maybe we should hold off using false swipe until we figure out. Actually, can you learn stun spore at some point, Oddish? You probably don't do false swipe though, because you don't have any arms. That's always my go-to. Someone who knows a guaranteed sleep move, but can also learn false swipe. They're a perfect catcher. Then you just pump their level so they tank anything. At least for a few rounds. But I'm going to have to learn who that is in this generation. Who's going to be my perfect catcher? Oh, I know the pandas can learn false swipe as well, but I don't think they'd have anything to put anyone to sleep. I did catch a few of those, didn't I? I've got them in somewhere. Oh, there's one. There's a Pancham. Yeah, they can learn false swipe. I know that for a fact. And they can tank nicely. At least in their grown-up form, but yeah. And you've got Sing, but I don't think you can learn false swipe, can you? Actually, no, you can't because he's already sitting in my team. One of those. How many OMG you got routes? Trade me? Yeah, I got 2 routes actually. I got a male, which is right there. And this morning, I finally caught my female. Where'd she go? Oh, she's hiding from me again. But yeah, they're a pretty rare spawn. Those are both Dynamax spawns as well. Seriously, where'd my female one go? Lost already. Yeah, I haven't managed to find a female Salandit yet, though. That's only the females evolve on those, so that's important gendering as well. And the females are very rare. At least they used to be. Probably still are. Can't find my other routes anymore. Oh, she is. There she is. Nope, that's the male. Fuck. I guess for now I'll just teach Dreadnought false swipe. On the hope I can get a second false swipe to teach someone else, or... Damn it. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You know what, for now, let's just do that. Oh... God. Oris, Monty, Oris. What was Oris? Which one I do in Oris? Was it Oris? I was doing the routes stuff. I think I did both actually. OMG, I'm skipping the 4th gym and finding routes and Sandalid, neither from the team. Well, I can show you where to get Sandalid. So you know the wild area. You know that big bridge? Like the bridge you walk over? I don't know whether you're up to that yet. But there's a... If you come out of the city and go down into the lower area, and you've got that big bridge kind of thing. If you go through that bridge and head up sort of the right-hand path, the 2nd or 3rd patch of grass should have some Sandalit in it. That's where I found mine anyway. It seemed like a pretty rare spawn because I only saw the one and it was male, so good luck. Yeah, I'm just going to teach Dreadnought. It's not the perfect combination, but it's going to make life a lot easier now, immediately. I'll refine the perfect catcher later when we get to concentrating more on filling the decks. But for now, I'm too overleveled for a lot of stuff, and it makes it too hard to catch. Alright, go on his headbutt. Hello, false swipe. Plus, if I need to put something to sleep really badly, I can just switch in Edelgos anyway. Who I think I might switch out for a different grass type soon, because he's very slow. Very, very slow. Okay, false swipe learned. Now, let's go get our Sheepy-Doo. A little Wooloo-Maloo. Actually, we should go visit Mum. I wonder if she has anything to say now that we've made some progress. We do spawn at the house, so might as well. Hey Mum. Looks like your sweet Mr. Mime might be running on empty. Let's have a rest. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Mime. Thanks, Mum. As long as you have your pigments. Okay, so there's no new dialogue there by the looks of things. That's coolsies. Right. Can we just catch one of these ones? No. Hey there, Game Master, and yeah, nice to see you back. I can't believe we forgot to go get a Wooloo-Maloo. Not sure I got my little crow guy. Surprise. Should have put Croconaw out front, really, shouldn't I? That's right. I don't think there's any danger of the switch in. To be honest, I'm surprised the Scorpion isn't very cold on false swipe. Have any starters ever learned false swipe though? I feel like that would be discouraging you from seeking out other stuff if you just false swipe your starter. Alright, little buddy, here we go. That's interesting. I hadn't noticed that before, but when you're going down to 1 HP, like false swipe does, that red bar that he's got left is a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Normally it's just like a sliver. I guess it's a percentage of his total HP though. Alright, you know what? Premier ball for this fella. Oh, Septile Clone. Yeah, you did right. I should have known that because I did that. I remember thinking at the time, that's unusual. Yeah, alright. You do normally only find false swipe on, I mean not always, but it seems to be more common on grass and bug type. There are a few normal types you can learn it, but usually, isn't it? I feel like every time I've used it, it's been on a grass or a bug. Maybe because they're the ones that more commonly have the sleep-inducing moves. Just like I said before, that's a really good pairing for catching Pokemon. Put him to sleep, false swipe him, chuck a ball at him. Job done. Alright, that is 102 caught for the Pokedex, by the way. I hit triple digits this morning. If its loose grows too long, Wooloo won't be able to move. Cloth made from the wool. Cloth made from the wool. You don't make... Is it... When you make a fabric out of wool, you just call it wool still. You don't call it cloth, do you? I don't know. Weird. I'm not a textile scientist, but... yes, we are going to nickname Wooloo. I'm calling it Mooloo. Would you like to know why? In Sydney, there is a suburb called Wooloo-Maloo. W-O-O-M-O-O, Wooloo, wait, M-O-O-W-O-O-M-O-O-L-O-O. Like, seriously. Wooloo-Maloo. I think it's an Aboriginal name. Sounds like it might be. Or at least a white man approximation of what they thought that word was. From once upon a time. But yeah, that's why we're calling him Maloo. Now he's Wooloo-Maloo. He's our little Sydney sheep. And we will evolve you later, my little friend. I don't think there's anything else around here we didn't catch, is there? We got a little Surugile, a little... No, we got them all. It's just the Wooloo-Maloo we missed. Now then, did that. Alright, let's go see if we can get a Sandalit, actually. See if we can find a Sandalit. I'll show a banana postman the area I'm talking about, just in case I didn't describe it very well. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get Dreadnought out front. By the way, have you noticed I've got 2 Pokemon with leftovers on? You can shake leftovers out of a tree. I found one in a Pokeball on the ground. I forget where I found it because I already had the one I shook out of a tree, so I didn't take notice. But yeah, when you shake trees for berries, apparently, very rarely, you can get yourself some leftovers. So you can have more than 1 leftovers in the game now. And Star Wars is awesome. The movie, or are you talking about Mandalorian? Because the movie's not out. I've heard mixed things about it from early preview screenings. Which is, you know, that's always the case with the Star Wars movie, though. But yeah, the Mandalorian is freaking awesome. It's so Western. As in spaghetti Western, which is what Star Wars, you know, that was the original inspiration, was spaghetti Western in space. So yeah, this big bridge thing here I'm talking about. You go past this. Just stick it here. And this... Zoop. And scoot around the side of the lake here. You do have to be mindful when you come through here, because there are higher level Pokemon. Right. And I think it was in this patch of grass, or the patch of grass on the other side of the second bridge here, the train bridge. Because this is the railway bridge we're going under now. Yeah, it was just here. It was just in here. And I don't know whether this weather is going to affect us, because certain Pokemon don't appear in certain types of weather. And Sandalette does have some fire-spitting action. Although I think it's pure poison, isn't it? But it does have some fire-type moves. So I don't know whether the thunderstorm is going to keep it away, but this is where I found it. Right in this patch of grass here. I wasn't even looking for it. Oh, hello! Didn't see these last time I was through here. Oh, it is poison fire? No, that makes sense. Just like I said, I know it's got fire moves. Yeah, so they're about level 30-ish to level 50-ish here, depending on how lucky you get. Most of them are sort of 30, 35. And you got to keep in mind, if they're above a certain level, you're literally not allowed to catch them. You go to throw a Pokeball and it just says, nah, it's too high. It won't let its guard down, is the text you get. And I'm at the second gym now. I've just done the second gym, so I can catch up to level 30, I think. Or 35. I think it's 30. And they'll obey up to 40. So, lucky for me, this guy's 30. You can get him. Hopping on, thank you, buddy. Have a good stream. No worries, man. Good luck on the hunt. Also using the Joy-Con today as well. I used the Pro Controller all throughout the launch day stream. Did a bunch of handheld stuff last night, this morning, and today I'm seeing how comfortable I feel just using the Joy-Cons in their split mode. I quite like it a bit too. Alright, let's go a Great Ball straight up on this guy. Not dick around. Oh, yeah, the league card will tell you. If you forget what you're allowed to catch, what level you're allowed to catch, and what level before they stop obeying you, it's written on your league card. You can get to from your X menu. Let's try that again, shall we? So this is why I need sleep. Or stun spore, or a paralyzing move even. I like sleep better than paralysis, because they can still force their way through paralysis sometimes. Increases the catch rate, but you know, I prefer they just not do anything. Alright. 103 on the Pokedex. Sharp Claw Pokemon. It has a cunning yet savage disposition. It waits for its parents to leave their nests, and it sneaks in to steal their eggs. Dark and Ice type. I'll sort of match up that guy. Off to the box you go. Zubidoo. So yeah, you like. By the way, you can reorganize this menu if you like. There used to be a tooltip down the bottom of the screen for it, but I don't know where it's gone. Press X, I think it is. You can move those around. So yeah, there it is. Pokemon up to level 40 will listen. Trainer can catch Pokemon up to level 30. Just gonna hang around for a bit to see if we get another... Yeah, I think the weather's bringing up, or it's weather or time of day. We have a bunch of different Pokemon that I remember seeing here last night. So we might have to wait for the sunny weather to come back before we get a Sandalite. I bet you their fire type and keeps them away from the rain. Oh, hello. Oh, high level Emperor. How about this? Did you get EV? I did, to get my free EV and my free Pikachu. I've done 2 gyms, Tukas. After I'm done sort of warming up here, we're probably going to slowly start making our way to the 3rd to see what's up. Bronzor. I might go for a Rock Tomb first. I don't think Pulse Swipe's going to be strong enough to get him anywhere near. Yeah, that didn't do a lot more than Pulse Swipe would have done, I don't think. Oh, that was a weird noise. Hey, the lock. I think it's slightly both weather and time of day. Yeah, the time of day thing is weird. It's not real time, but it does change. I think it changes based on location and what beat of the story you're up to. Because the only time I've ever noticed the weather changing is when we go past a certain dialogue section, basically, in the core mainline story. So I'm not sure whether that's coincidence or not. I'll have to... I mean, there's probably an answer on Reddit, but I don't want to go near the Pokemon Reddit at the moment because it's just full of so much pissing and whining and thrashing and toxicity like you wouldn't believe. It's useless to get proper answers out of that place right now. But once everyone calms down, might be useful again. How much is the paid online service required for? I think you need it for trading. You probably need it for person-to-person fights, but you don't need it for Dynamax because you need that with AI companions anyway. And I don't know whether it'll match up with real people randos, whether or not you have the Nintendo service for. But yeah, it's not vital, but it does add something. Yeah, I'm going to go for another Pulse Swipe or 2. We got plenty of HP left on us. There's no point pussyfooting around. You can play the entire game without it, but you make trading in lanes. You can do AOS as well. Yeah. That's what I've been doing most of because I'm up to the 2-star raids. And because of the Dateline thing, most people playing right now, like the vast majority of people, are only doing 1-star raids because, you know, I've been playing for longer than most of them because I'm on the right side of the timeline, so I've had more time to play it. So I find that I don't get very many matchups on the 2-star ones. The 1-star ones, because more people are doing those right now, they're at that level, I get much easier matchups with real peeps. So. But that'll change as more and more people sort of go through the game. Alright, Bronzor, I'm going to give you a Great Ball as well, I reckon. Do mostly 3 stars. I don't think I've had any 3 stars yet. Although I might have done, because I did have a Pokemon break out of a Pokeball. And that's not supposed to happen until the 3-star raid, so maybe it's just really, really rare to happen on the 2-star raids, I don't know. Yeah, I've got a feeling those unlock progressively with the gyms or something, it feels like. Live in the area, you unlock up to 3rd gym. Yeah, there we go, gyms. Figured that was the case. Makes the most sense. There's a gating mechanism. Alright, polishing Bronzor to a shine makes the surface reflect the truth, according to common law. Be that as it may, Bronzor hates being polished. Yeah, I kind of like it. Vulpix just ran for me. No! Vulpix, no! You haven't done 5 gyms already. Oh, you're pushing through. I'm doing my usual thing and taking my time. Partly because I love taking my time, partly because I feel like it's a kind of thing to do to people who want to hang out in the stream. So I don't rush ahead of where they are, necessarily. Just, you know, risk a spoiler they don't care to see. I mean, if you're that worried about spoilers, maybe don't watch live streams, but point being, I feel like taking my time is a nice little compromise between those needs, my needs and your needs. Plus, if I go slower than you guys can give me advice when I ask for it, because you've done the other bits. That's the ulterior motive. Alright, let's just fast travel, actually. Let's see, what else do I need to do that I haven't done? Dinky 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 dink. I think we're fine to move through the cave now. Start our third gym progression. Yeah, let's go back to the seaside. We've got our Wooloo. We added a couple more to the Pokedex on our way. We've got our false swiper now. Good to go. Actually, we should probably heal up before we actually do move, because we're going to go into a cave. Don't know how many times I said actually in that sentence, but it felt like too many. It's got to be natural for me, just going straight through the few wild aerobics. Yeah. I mean, people play differently. This is the natural way for me to play. I mean, if I was playing offline, I would make slightly faster progress, but I would still be taking my time and just dicking about and capturing Pokemon. On some playthroughs, I'll make sure to catch everything in a dedicated area before we move on. Like with Izzy, Horace was it, with the Poke Radar? That would tell us when we got everything. I love that about Horace. Or was it X and Y? I forget. We had the little thing on the bottom screen, and it would just have a silhouette for anything you didn't catch. Oh, there's one more I didn't find yet. And when they're all filled in, you know you caught everything in area. That's when you move on. That was a beautiful system. We should bring that back. Did we talk to this woman yesterday? I think we did. Well, I guess we did. She's just telling us about the mine. So I got it right! Hooray! I got one right! Ooh, what's in... Ooh, okay, so we got Noibat. We got the little... I always forget what those little fellas are called with the feet in the air. Barnacle? Barnacle Pokemon, whatever. Oh, I got it right, Barnacle. 2 things. I'm getting everything right today. I'm a Pokemon expert. I think we caught the yeah, we don't need this guy because we got the Gigantamax version yesterday. So we can just go ahead and destroy him. Outdoor Space Game, soaring in the random adventures, yes. One of the many reasons that's kind of my sweet spots of Pokemon games. Apparently the post-game in this game is not that fantastic, but the only people I've said repeat that are people who haven't played it. The people who are just looking for things to bitch at it about. I've got a funny feeling they might be right there. It's been a while since we've had a really deep post-game stuff. But who knows? I don't mind that much. You've been loving the post-game? Oh, you already... Oh, hey! Starter Evo. Finally, Evo time. Are you already up to the post-game menu? Sweet. They remove Battle Frontier and Auras. Yeah, I never did much of that anyway. Battle Tower, Battle Frontier, and almost never done any of that stuff. Do we know how to shine here yet? We maybe know. There are some data leaks and there's some people testing it right now. In fact, one of the stream I was watching this morning, I forget who it was. It was a YouTube stream. It just came up on recommendations. He was doing it and he was trying a few different things. But we have a data leak that suggests a few things, but we don't know what parts of that count, if you know what I mean. We're getting there, though. Within the next few days, enough people will be doing enough experimentation and further digging into the data, we should have a better idea. But what it looks like now is if you battle 500 of one type of Pokemon, you're ready to max out your chances, and what you have to do then is chain either 25 catches or 25 battles. And we don't know what breaks the chain yet. We don't know if the chain matters that much. We don't know what the exact rates are, whether, you know, where the breaks are of what happens when, and yeah, we're getting there, though. We're getting there. Finish the flowers again? Nice. Set it to that 5 p.m. Nice! Except for the arms. These tiny little paws look a bit weird on the end of those arms. That's a very sort of Chinese-inspired kind of thing. The sort of clothing, well, not clothing style because it's part of the Pokemon, but it makes me think of a sort of Chinese festival, right? What do you reckon, guys? What does it make you think of? Seems very Chinese to me, though. Cinderace. Didn't even know that. I hadn't seen this and didn't even know the name. Cinderace. That makes sense. Cinder, fire, and race because it's quick. Alright then. I am a very happy Blunty. I like the final evolution of my starter. That's a 50-50 shot in most games. Things like something out of Chinese or Korean. Oh yeah, it could come out of a Korean MMO. It does have that sort of feel about it too. Look at its typing. Pure fire. Not a dual type. Huh. I thought for sure it was going to be firefighting again. Looks like a fighter. All three of them are monotypes. Wow. Isn't that interesting? When was the last time we had monotype final evolutions? Gen 2, they were pure. Gen 3, I think we got the dual types, and we've been dual ever since, haven't we? Yeah, it's been since Gen 2 we've had pure monotype starters. Totodile was the last monotype starter I had. Oh my gosh darned. Do I like that? Do I like it? Do I like it? Do I like it? I don't know whether I like it. Which is probably a good thing. Subvert expectations. Make it interesting. It's probably a good thing that it's not yet another firefighting type, because how many of those have we had? Gen 5 had pure grass as well. But the other two weren't, were they? It was only the grass type. Ooh, Pyro Ball. That sounds fun. Is that a new move? I don't recognize the name. Oh, 120 power, but only 90 accuracy. Ooh. I normally don't take moves with that low accuracy. 10% miss rate is too much for me. 95 is kind of my lower limit. I'd rather do more consistent damage than big damage and risk missing frequently. Use your attacks by igniting a small stone that throws a burning rock at somebody. That's awesome. May leave with a burn versus flame charge, which boosts my speed and is 50 power. I feel like there's a better fire TM waiting for us somewhere. Well, we could get rid of Headbutt. Do we need agility for using Flame Charge? God, I don't know. I'm going to take it instead of agility. Because we are pretty speedy off the bat, and Flame Charge does boost us passively as we use it. Not as much as agility. But I don't think we need agility that much with these stats. Now I'm going to give Pyro Ball a go. As a sort of secondary thing. We'll override it if I don't like it, but we'll see. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, throwing a burning rock at someone's face. That is pretty savage. Gen 5 actually had both pure water and grass. Let's ruin it with a third firefighting and right, yeah. I already caught one of you little guys, but let's see what's... Actually, I'm trying to remember whether I got the blue or pink version of that little sluggy guy. I have to check my Pokedex. Hey, Babarach! Another surprise. I didn't know you were in the game either, mate. I mean, you're not that interesting, but still. Familiar face. Excellent. I love leftovers. You'll probably be fine with a regular Pokeball once you get a better. Yeah, you do. Or not. Ball. I said Embor should have been fired down. I agree. Or just pure fire, eh? What a ground. It probes muddy riverbeds with its two long whiskers. A flimsy film protects its body. Bye, Babs. Alright, just quickly. Which version of the little slug dude did we get? Should be in a recent box, I feel like. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ah, now we did get the blue one. I wonder if we get both, or they're version exclusive, or what the deal is this time. With their regional color variants. Well, there's a thought as well. I'm just sort of looking at his ability here. Do we have anyone with, like, here we go. Flame body. Excellent. Just thinking about hatching eggs later. Sweet. Sweet. I hatched a couple of eggs already, by the way. And that bike path thing, just running back and forth in a dead line in front of the breeding center, works really well. Only takes a couple of laps to hatch an egg. Well, the ones I was hatching anyway. Which were a Baneri. Because I forgot, when we put our Eevee in there yesterday, the Eevee is male. I forgot to check the sexes yesterday. When we put him in there, thinking, I should breed up some Eevees. Didn't even think. The Baneri was female we put with it. So I got a couple of Baneri hatch, which I've already traded away through the secret trade thing. I'd feel sorry for my Pokemon if I made them take part in battle against low-level opponents. I'm not in the mood to deal with weaklings right now. And again, I suppose it's a form of mercy to crush weak opponents early on. If you're under the misguided impression that you're stronger than me, I would surely would be up for a Pokemon battle. Hold on a minute. Naturally. That sounds to be inconceivable that I, a challenger, chosen by the chairman, will lose. Didn't the chairman forget your name, bitch? You ain't all that, Beanie. Right. So they have 4 Pokemon, starting out with Solid. Kachomp. Looks like you've grown a bit. Only a little bit though. Gothica. You can fight... I missed the line. You know what? Let's try a Pyro Ball on Gothica. Why not? I'm over leveled enough, I don't think typing's gonna matter that much. Haven't seen her in action since she evolved anyway. That's it. Missed straight off the bat. This is why I don't like 90% miss moves. She should play soccer. A little soccer hacky sack move. That's cute. If only they'd paid that much attention to the double kick animation. Now I get the whole rock on fire thing. She kicks it up from the ground. Hacky sack of death. Antenna. Yeah, let's switch out for Boltons. You guys haven't seen Bolton in action. Evolved since yesterday. Look how cute. I think that thing's pure fairy, right? Looks like it should be. I'm gonna give it a crunch. My Bolton has a strong jaw ability, which powers up any bitey type moves, apparently. Which is awesome. Parameters is over 60. Wow, he's already up to 65. Oh, are we about to see the Ponyta for the first time? I think we keep in, because the Ponyta in this, unless you've got a Kanto version. Either way, it doesn't matter, we'll keep in. I'll use the chomp. Try. Pinkie Pie Ponyta! Sorry to do this to you. Yeah, that fairy type is not going to do you much good. Brief, but beautiful. I want one. Bitty 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 bitty. Did he even get a shot off? I don't think their Pokemon got to do anything, did they? Pardon me, it seems I must take back my words. Oh wow, they're apologizing. You're not weak, you're just like talent. Fuck you, backhanded bitch. Chances of completing the gym challenge are pretty slim, I dare say. Here, I'll give you this. I'm really sure you at least tried. It's something. Oh, how magnanimous. We got their league card. Where should I go next to collect wishing stars? Oh, that's right. We keep running into them in caves or mines. That's where they're looking for the stars. Oh. I guess we're not going to chase those guys down. Already have a Krognoke. Ooh. Check that out. Pokeball's half buried. It's a trap! That's so awesome! That's clever as fuck! Little mouth is the Pokeball and it's a bear trap. Alright, Stunfisk. What the hell typing is Stunfisk again? I'll give it a bite. Can't go wrong with a bite, surely. I already saw the design for the Stunfisk. But I hadn't noticed his little mouth as a Pokeball. I was focused on the bear trap teeth. I was like, oh, that's pretty clever. I wonder if he's steel. Actually, he's probably steel type, right? Or at least part steel. Steel water, maybe. Oh shit! I should use False Swipe. Catch it, idiot. Idiot. Too distracted. I'm sure there's more than one. He's changed. He ground steel instead of ground electric. Right, okay. I just wonder, is that another one? No, that's just a... Alright then. You're about to have a bad day. And those things spawn on minecart tracks, by the way. They just run back and forth on them. So you have to stand in the tracks to encounter one of those. It's wacky. Dusky, dusky, dusk. There's another fish. Oh, wait. Is that it? There we go. There's a nice stunfish down there. I'll grab him in a second. Let's see what else is in the water. Sharks in the water. Our shark. Not a shark. Just another Babs. Going down to 1 HP, might as well catch it. I love Pokemon. Come on. Hey. Let's try. Nickname, off to the box. Actually, now that we have second one, we might as well just send that one back out again. That was the wrong menu. I wanted this one. Surprise trade. Should get in the habit of just having surprise trade active as often as possible. Once we start hatching eggs, we'll do it more often, I imagine. Alright, what's that? 24, water ground, water pulse, amnesia, aqua tail. Get rid of the one with amnesia. Why not? Alright. Second try. So you literally have to stand right on top of him to trigger it. I didn't tell you yesterday, but you did wind up naming your Nicket Swiper? Excellent. Excellent work. Revenge! You regret that? In that game. And I got cleaned up with something that you revenged last night. Gave it a walloping under 1 HP, and it just revenged me out of existence. Didn't see it coming. Let's go straight for a Great Ball, I imagine. Considering you learned Thief, it's appropriate. Yeah. Nicket, Gold Swiper, who knows Thief. It's brilliant. Lucas says my Pokédex is at 69. Not sure. I want to continue playing the game now. Yeah. When we went from 69 to 70 viewers yesterday, I remember I should ban someone. Just thought to myself, get rid of one person. Oh wow, not near these many viewers today. Well then, this guy's been a bit stubborn. How about we use one of those little dust balls we just picked up? How about that? There you are. I haven't had any critical catch whistles yet. Have any of you guys playing? Does the ball still whistle when it triggers a critical catch? I did get a critical catch yesterday, but I had the sound turned down because I was watching TV. Oh yeah, I also traded in my code for the quick bowls. Yeah. Yep. Hey, you fun Treason. How you doing? Alright, ground steel, Galarian form. Its conspicuous lips, giggity, lure prey as it lies in wait in the mud. When prey gets too close, then Fizz clamps its jagged steel fins down on them. I love that design. That's such a clever design. And the animation when it comes up out of the ground. Like, that's the moment you're only ever going to have once. Like me 5 minutes ago when I saw my first one. Oh, there's a Pokeball there. Oh, it's like half buried. That's weird. Haven't seen that before. And chomp. It's beautiful. I'll treasure that moment. Lock it away in my Pokemon memory bank. I believe you mentioned critical catch was sound yesterday early on. Yeah, I thought I heard the whistle, but I don't think it was. Because the ball rocked after that. And if it's a critical catch, the ball doesn't rock, it just locks instantly. Yeah, I thought I heard the whistle noise, but I don't think it was. Yeah, let's get another one. Actually, I want to see how much damage the waterfall will do. He's going to survive the waterfall is what I want to know. Has certainly outdone himself since the first four crocodiles. Didn't know that. Alright, so yeah, waterfall was too much. I thought it might be, given the weakness. Spent 30 counts stylising my female trainer yesterday. Got really nice side. But yeah, that's I have slight regrets about it, but we always do male first and then female trainer. Because I always like my first trainer to be called BluntNate. So when I trade stuff out, it's, you know, got my name on it. But we usually do our second playthrough with a female trainer. And the female trainers always get the better fashion options. These sexist games. There we go. She took her sweet time to notice me. Move on. And you're right, whoever told me yesterday that the waterfall animation was awesome. Best animation for waterfall in any game ever. Looks so cool. Is the female one named BluntNate? I think we had one once. We had a feminine form of Blunt of some kind. It was BluntAnne, wasn't it? Izzy? You'll know. You remember everything about every playthrough I've ever done. I think it was BluntAnne. Yeah, often we just find another name though. Just something sort of snappy and cute. Took over since Gunoi is somewhat retired. Yeah, I knew that stuff was going on, but I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to know this was just soloed. I guess another waterfall clean-up tin. You don't remember which one it was, says Izzy. There you go. Finally got you, Izzy. Finally snagged you up. Grip Claw. What the hell is a Grip Claw? And how did it be held by Pokemon extends the duration of multi... Oh my gosh! It makes bind and wrap and shit like that go for longer. That's kind of fun. As long as I'm on the dealing end and not the receiving end. Oh, that's going to throw some people in the meta as well. And they're expecting a wrap to run for, you know, 5 rounds max, and it just keeps going. Oh, no thank you very much. Why is this little pool all segregated? Probably because we need the bike to go down that other path. We'll leave it alone for now. track boat. Oh, that one got me. Didn't see it. It was too late. Gearing up to take another trip tomorrow. Oh, and like Minecraft. Right with the plank. That was timber. They've been around for ages. Revolves into girder. A beady and a team yell in the cave. Excuse me, mate. Sorry to bother you. You're one of them there taking part in the gym challenge, right? Crikey. Hey, that's Australian. That's really something. I'll battle against a great trend like you. Maybe he's from the Australian region. Maybe that's the next game we get. Finally get an Australian region. He's saying crikey. That's not very British. Ah, look at you, Blunt. Oh, we're going to do a double battle? Hop? We're going to do a double battle hop? Hop along? Surrounded by adoring fans, eh? You'll even be showing up Lee pretty soon. Oh, jog on, mate. Can't you see we're in the middle of our conversation here? Yeah? Can't you see that I'm Hop, the trainer? You'll be your next champion. Full of confidence. Oh, we got a joker here, eh? You're so funny, I forgot to laugh. Why are you antagonizing them, Hop? Think I'm joking? Prove it then. And I think a battle with you would definitely end with some laughs. Fine, Hop. Fine. Let's do it. Two of us were endorsed by the champion himself. We'll show you just what that means. If you insist, Team Yell is going to teach you kids the gym challenge ninja. You better not be Yell. Oh, wait. You've already used that joke. I'm allowed to do it twice. It's only funny the first time. What this other kid have come mossing up for, eh? I just wanted to knock off challengers, so one at a time. Okay. Come on. Let's see. Oh, it's just got a waterfall. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, wait, I can't double hit with the waterfall? That used to be a thing you could do. The waterfall would hit both. Oh. I'm thinking surf. Surf does both. Yeah. Worse than that. Double Vivizela. Vividula. Ooh, another dark type. What do you reckon? Yeah, I mean, you'd think Waterfall would do both, wouldn't you? It seems like it would. Like I said, the Surf already does that, so I guess that's why it doesn't. Oh, that's a bit of a fragile little sheep you got there, pal. Got the job done, though. Nice work. Do you have a second? Is there anything I don't like about leftovers? Makes the round take slightly longer. Downside. Little Pancham. Oh, I'm sorry, little Pancham. You know what? I'm going to give you a fighting chance. I'm going to bunch your face. I'm going to bunch your face. Come on, Wooloo. What do you got? Really? Really, Hop? You're going to throw a... God damn it. You needed the double kick. Daffy. That's what I get for trying to give you the limelight. Pop. It was a sheep. It was a crit. I meant to say crit, but it's as you said, sheep. My brain does that. This gets overtaken sometimes by the stuff you're listening to. Gyarados is starting carrying my team. There's the most back in the games. Yeah. Yeah, once you get some of those top tier water moves and like Dragon Rage, it's just a monster. That little mug's the champion's little brother. I guess that's what you get when your older brother's not useless. I know we're Team Yell, but we'll leave quietly once we've been good. You know what? I'm surprised that Team Yell doesn't have like Loudreds and shit. Do they get them later on? They must do. Why would you call yourself Team Yell and not have a friggin' Loudred on every team? Is Loudred even in the game? Noibat is. They're gonna get Noibats. You can do that. I've seen Noibats. Now then, where could Kaboo have gone off to? Let's keep going. Eevee's found it. Oh, right, we're looking for Kaboo. I forgot about that. It's been so long since that story beat. Oh, turtle friends are wandering around. We've already got several of each of you, so you can... Ooh, hello. Sparkle, sparkle. Nice. You. Trainer. Alright, let's do the trainer. Doink. Sorry, I said doink. Thank you. Oh, Dragon Dance. Nice. Yeah, I suddenly realised last night that my Mr. Mime was going to come into his own once I fight the Dragon Trainer. I'm actually really starting to like the Galarian Mr. Mime. I've never liked Mr. Mime before, but this guy's been really holding up the team. Especially in several of the raids. It's very useful very often on the raids. Right, Drillbur, you're going to just wash away. Still need to find a Mr. Mime. Yeah, I don't remember when or where I caught mine. I think it was in a Gigantamax raid, wasn't it? Yeah. I haven't seen one since, actually, come to think of it. It must be a super rare spawn. Oh, maybe I've seen one more. Might have seen one more. Actually, I might have a spare. Maybe I could trade you one. I'll check in a second. So if I saw a second one, I would have caught it. Yeah, Onyx. You're a classic, but you're a classic with a deep, deep weakness. Hey, Jason. Switching the first shield playthrough and videos and yours on YouTube. Is wondering anything nice at Route 4? I've heard nice things about Route 4. Classic! Oh, sun and moon. It's the gift that never stops giving. Sand Tomb. A move I don't believe I've ever used. I used Rock Tomb briefly once upon a time, I think. Oh! You got me again! I was just walking up there to pick up the Pokeball. I was like, no! That's such a clever design. I love it. Makes me smile. Mr. Mime's extremely late game. Just like before the league late game. Wow. So I just got really lucky in finding one in the... It was like in one of the first 3 or 4 Gigantamaxes I did. It was like really early on. Wow. Probably means I'm never going to find a shiny. I've used up all my luck. Alright, let's see if I did get a second one. I wonder if there's a quick... Yeah, we can just try and search. Search. Species. There we go. M for Mister. Okay. And Y for search. Oh, so it doesn't sort of tab straight to it if we have one. No, I guess I didn't get a second one. Okay. Sorry to get your hopes up there, but no, I don't have one to trade you. Oh, not going to get fooled this time. Zoop. Oh, it's like we can't take him out, but still. Oh yeah, I was about to say we should go back up and take that other path because we're about to trigger another story point, but too late. Remind me to backtrack once I get done with this bit. Thank you for helping me with my training, Team Yell, but I must say, it's unforgivable for you to get in the way of a charcoal hard work. We won't get in its way, but we're trying to cheer it on. Still, we didn't run a Pokemon battle, so it's time for Team Yell to scapa. It's a bit of classic UK slang. Heads up in the chat, you know what scapa, I mean, you can tell by context what it means. You ever heard it before, though, Americans? He scarpered. How lost would I be if I start watching Premium? I mean, it's a Pokemon game. The story's not that strong. And we haven't really dug into any deep parts of the story. We're just like, hey, we're trainers. We're trying to go be trainers. And every now and again we get interrupted by Team Yell and they're like, oh, we're just trying to scream. So yeah, I don't think you gotta be lost. UK slang, you mean English slang? Okay. Right. Okay. You telling me no Scot ever has used the word scarper? Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever heard one use it. Fair enough. Cheering is one thing, but it shouldn't get in the way of honest work. Cool. That's Cabo, man. He's wicked. No wonder he's fire-type gym leader. Cool uniform, though. Ah, you are the trainers endorsed by Leon. Hop and Blunty, am I right? I just thought there for a second. There's probably lots of dialogue that starts with Hop and your username. I wonder if there's a username you could put your name yourself to make Hop and... You can call yourself Skip. That way everyone would keep referring to you as Hop and Skip. That'd work. Skip's a legitimate nickname that people get called. Turning up right at the last moment so I can guarantee the perfect match when I meet you at the gym. Hop and Jump? Yeah, but nobody is called Jump. So people are called Skip, but nobody's called Jump. Just found a shiny stone. Oh, I have to catch a resident. Ooh. Skips from regular show, for example. Well, I mean, yeah, but Skips is called Skips because he skips. But I've met actual real life people whose nickname is Skip. Sometimes short for Skipper. Realize fire-type Pokemon and the water-type Pokemon in Galar Mine 2 are perfect opponents to train against. Let's see. Regardless, go straight once you get out of this mine and you reach Motorstoke again. Take a good rest at the hotel and make sure you're both in top condition. Alright. Come on, Chuckle. Time for you to head home too. Cool. Going to be on fire tomorrow. Alright. Have another bit of thing here? Here we are. Remember Lee talking about Kabu? He said that a lot of gym leaders give up because they just can't beat Kabu. Man, I'm getting all fired up too. No! No! I want to go back. God damn it, game. How many of you are aware that Skips in regular shows voiced by Mark Hamill, by the way? I'm surprised a few people with that little tidbit. A lot of people don't seem to realise. That Sharkar from before, I guess it must have been here on a job, but do you know about poker jobs? Yes, I do, because I've already sent one. Actually, I sent 5 on a job. Should be back sometime this afternoon, actually. Yes, I do. Of course you do. Cream crackered. There's another bit of UK slang. Rhyming slang, actually. Cream crackered is rhyming slang for knackered, which itself is slang for quite tired. It's rhyming slang of slang. That's how deep the slang goes in the UK. I'm in for the blue drop in. Get some sleep. Take on the gym later. Yep. Alright. I'm going back in the mine. Oh, Noctowl. I just saw Noctowl outside. Speaking of Noibats, there's one. Alright, we'll skip around the Stunfish there. Oh, we can actually avoid them if you go fast enough. Zoop. Oh, we didn't trigger that one. I'll try and run over them on the way back. Oh, that was hardly worth it. Use the power of ground type moves. Well, I don't want to use many ground type stuff, but sure. Yeah, you can literally sprint over. Oh, hey, whoa, Grog! He's after me. Grog got me on. Had a poker job that would have ended 4 hours ago. I had a fun doing the post game. Also, they don't automatically return. You have to do it manually. Oh, that's bad news for me. I'm always going to forget then. I'll have to literally set a real life alarm to remind me. That's so cool that you can literally zoop, run zoop, straight over the Stunfisk. Zoop. Zoop. Oh, it's just a kind of joy. Little details, I love them. But no, I mean, Game Freak are lazy. Obviously. Yeah, here's something that threw me off, by the way. What? Where's the Galarian wheezing? And coughing? That's clearly a Kanto coughing right there. Oh, Amulet Coin. Hello. Now, how badly do I need the bonus I've currently got? Stu is carrying Charcoal for her fire-type moves. Mr. Mime's got leftovers, which don't really need. Edelgross has got a Silk Scarf for boosting the normal type. Edelgross. I think Edelgross can have the Amulet Coin. Unless we've wound up finding a different grasser anyway. You know what, we just might hang on to it until we actually go start. I mean, money's not an issue right now, so fuck it. Yeah. We've got tons of money. Okay. What's up with the Kanto coughing? Can you sound Galarian losing? Are you sure? Come to think of it, yeah. I've only seen the artwork for the wheezing, haven't I? That's weird. Does it literally only get a Galarian form when it evolves? Excellent. Or does this evolve into a regular Weezing and you have to catch the Galarian one in the overworld, maybe? That's kind of good. Then what happens if you breed a Galarian one then? What does the coughing look like? Is it a regular coughing? Does it evolve back into a Galarian one? So many questions. I need answers. I think it's the Pikachu and Execute. There isn't a Galarian coughing, but evolves into Galarian wheezing due to the clean air. Oh! That's clever. That's a nice little in-world explanation for what's going on. The air is clean, so it evolves into a cleaner form of wheezing. That's... Alright, that's pretty fun, actually. I like that. Let's see here. Regular Pokeball for coughing should be fine. Yeah, I saw them up the sort of north end of the wild area last night when I was exploring. I was like, what's up with the Kanto coughing? I didn't find any because they're all way too high level for me to bother with, so... But that's a cute little story bit. Because the clean air, they evolve into a different form. Yeah, in Ador's polluted air, some claim that coughing used to be more plentiful in the Galar region than they are now, because the environment's getting cleaner. They're going extinct because it's too clean here. Right, this is what I actually want. Hello, old friend. Oh, you were just my monster. Back in Gen 2. You are my guy. Let's be careful. Go straight for a false swipe, see how we do. England definitely does not have cleaner air than the real Japan. Well, not now. But we're kind of in pre-industrial. We're just on the edge of industrial England right now. I think that's the thing they're going for here. The steam industry is just on the cusp of happening, so it's all clean and stuff still. I don't know. They have well, they do have smartphones, but they come from Kanto, you know. The Japanese are always years ahead. I don't know. Noctow's cry. I haven't heard him X-ray Noctowl. I have heard a couple of horrifying screeches from Gigantamax Pokemon though. Who was that one yesterday? It just sent chills down our spine. I don't remember who it was, but it was one that was just like, Jesus wept. Come on, buddy. First try. Nice. Exclamation point catch is how we celebrate around here, guys, in case you're new. Makes my lights dance. Celebratory way. Hint, hint. Normal fly. There we go. Thank you. Took a second. When it needs to think, it rotates its head 180 degrees to sharpen its intellectual power. Man, my first Noctowl, it seriously was. It carried me throughout the game. Between Noctowl and Totodile, I didn't need anybody else, I don't think. Like, they were the only two leveled up when I got to the E4. Just plowed through them. It's beautiful. Hypnosis, and then just... Ooh, Salandit. Is it a female? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, yeah. Second Salandit we find, and it's a chick. I'm never finding a shiny in this game. I'm burning away all my luck. Female Salandit, second try. Mr. Mime from a max rating, even though it's extremely rare. I'm never finding a shiny. That's all there is to it. Unless, of course, the females are a bit more common in this game than they were in Sun and Moon. So Sun and Moon, I think it was only like 12% chance, something like that. Maybe less. It was a very low rate anyway. It took me ages to find a woman. Alright. I'm not going to dick around with you. You went the Great Ball straight up. Nailed it. Another Pokemon I think is mistyped. The Psychic Flying. What, Salandit? Oh, Noctowl. Right. That makes more sense. Yeah. Or even Dark Flame, because they're nocturnal, so that'd be fun too. Alright. Can we mark it from here, or do we have to send it to the box and then go into the box and mark it? Because I want to make sure I mark it as the female so I don't lose it. Doesn't look like I can. I do have the markings on screen there, but I don't think I can get to them from here. Alright, it's got corrosion. Can poison a target even if it's steel or poison type. I'll be damned. Is that new? I don't remember that being a thing. I can poison steel types. Oh, yeah. And other poison types for that matter. Yeah, I can't mark it from here, box of these. Alright. Oh, that was the signature ability inside of me? I guess I never noticed. Or... Oh, we should heal up Dreadnought before we go any further, by the way. Where is it? Antidote. Alright, off to the boxes. Where did that Sally wind up? There you are. There you are, my girl. Alright, change markings. What should we use to it? We'll use a diamond. We'll put a diamond on the Pokemon we keep an eye on. The hearts for the favourite ones. Alright, we should actually see how lucky we are. Let's encounter another one. I was about to say, we should definitely see if we can breed up some more females. Share them out. Either they are not extremely rare anymore, or I'm never ever ever seeing a shiny in this game. Because that RNG right there... Dude. Dude! The chances of... I mean, in Sun and Moon, the chances of running into 2 females in a row, it just never happens. What the hell Serby says is 12% chance of female? Slightly higher than I thought it was. Yeah, I knew it was either 5 or 11.5, like the chances of a female starter. Yeah, 12 is just slightly higher than a starter being female. Great ball. Great ball. Salazzle was really good in the meta because of abundance of metal types. To destroy fairies, yeah. Yeah, I used the female Salazzle I got in Moon on the very first playthrough. She became part of the team, and she was just so useful. I don't know whether we use her on this team. I mean, we don't have any poisoners yet. I mean, we do have some fire overlap though, but yeah. I can't believe I found 2. Alright, let's mark that one as well, just so we're nice and consistent. And again, so we can find it when we go looking for the damn thing. Alright, let's see if we can find a third. Oh wait, what was that? Oh, it was a Sudowoodo. I thought that was you. Alright, screw selling it. I want a Sudowoodo. I was watching someone play last night. I was popping through a few other streams. I didn't watch any for long. I just wanted to see what other people are up to. And I saw someone fight a Sudowoodo. And the very first thing they did was a fire attack. And, oh! Damn it, I forgot! I'm glad I'm not the only one who forgets that stuff occasionally. Because I've done that with Pseudo Widow before. Oh, here we go, Pseudo Widow. I have a flame charge. Right, yeah. Rock. I'm gonna bite it because I feel like False Swipe's not going to do enough damage quickly enough. We'll see if we can get away with a bite. Yeah, it's perfect. Yep, 2 of those and a False Swipe would be good. I'm sure your game got hella glitch. I did get a female starter as well, didn't I? I'm playing Feminist Sword is what I'm playing. Oh, easy, easy. I'm just popular with the ladies is what it is. Chicks dig the salt and pepper. I must always go by color. Yeah, color is a good indicator of most. Not all, but most. It's a good hint if you don't know the typing. Like the first time you see something, or you don't see it often enough, and you forget what it is. There's color, then there's form. Sometimes the name will give you away. Not in the case of... I mean, Pseudo Widow, if you know what pseudo means, that's a hint. Not everyone knows what pseudo actually means, though. I've had to explain it to a few people. Yeah, you're going to get a great ball as well, because I feel like your catch rate's pretty low, isn't it? You've been a pain in the ass before. I remember you. Yep. Checked it out right away, so we might step up a level. What else we got? We got Ultra. We got Dusk by 2. We'll go on Ultra. Don't want to waste all those Dusks just yet. We've only got 1 Ultra. Okay, we'll do a Dusk. We'll leave ourselves with 1 Dusk, just in case something awesome happens. Right, where is it? Where'd it go? Lost it. There it is. How many times did I go past that thing? 2. Pseudo means super user. You fucking nerd. Pseudo, get me a sandwich. I'm surprised that Wooloo is a pure normal type. Oh, no, what were you expecting? I mean, we've already had Electric Sheep, which makes sense because, you know, static electricity. What would you expect it? What would you like Wooloo to be? I don't know. Doesn't really strike me as a ground type. You were expecting it to be dark normal. Why dark? Doesn't look that spooky. Most of the dark types are pretty spooky. Or are you just scared of sheep or something? City boy. Right. How about another Sandalette female? How about that? How about we push our luck? Seems like they're a reasonably rare spawn in this area too. So not only did we get 2 in a row, we got 2 females in a row. It's back on the odds. That knocked down the bottom corner, just twirling, twirling, twirling towards the future. I love sheep. Sheep are adorable. Fish. Sheep are adorable. I don't know why I said fish then. Probably because I was reading the word wish as I said it. I've actually seen open heart surgery being performed on a sheep before in a teaching hospital. I mean, well, that one didn't last long. Didn't even have time to creep up on it. Yeah, I went on a school excursion for like science class, I think, or biology or whatever it was at the time. We went to a learning hospital and I saw open heart surgery being performed on a sheep. And I got to touch the heart. Poke. It felt weird. Warm and wet and surprisingly firm because It was filled with blood. Shouldn't have been surprised, but yeah, I was expecting it to feel more like a steak or something, but no. That's fair enough. Yeah, I don't see any more Sandalette spawning. Wow. Didn't ask you yesterday, what do you think about Gigantamax Dreadnought? I've got a Dreadnought on my team, and I love it. I fought a couple of Actually, I don't think I fought against a Gigantamax Dreadnought, but I've Gigantamaxed my Dreadnought. He's awesome. What's the most humane way to hit a Yamper? I don't want to bite it because it's so cute. I'm gonna give it a bit of a splash. Looks lovely. And this is Ace. And Tyreg just coming out of nowhere, charging towards you, utterly heroes. I know, right? It's one of those little fun moments for me. When a Pokemon charges at you, you do a little squeal and you run away. Oh no! Don't get me! Woobat, eh? Sure, we'll switch out. Who wants some action against a Woobat? You know what? Boltund. She showed me her puppy. I'm going to show her mine. Can't find the receiver anywhere. I found a bunch of them this morning. It might be time or weather based, but they were in sort of the southeastern corner of the first wild area, sort of up the hill, right in the corner. I found a bunch of them this morning. I even got a Gigantamax one, actually, come to think of it. In fact, the first one I saw was Gigantamax. Yeah, it might be time or weather based, but they definitely are there. Smoke. Boltund is, I think, my favorite dog-based Pokemon. And I'm a fan of several dog-based Pokemon. Boltund is quickly becoming my favorite. I'm curious to see what the moveset looks like once we level him up. Yeah, he's never let me down yet. And of course the design is super freaking adorable in both stages of the evolution. I'm someone who can't help but look forward to seeing how strong you get. I'll support you from now on. Oh, thanks, lady. Yeah, no more Sandalette. I wonder if they're a time of day thing. Maybe we just caught the very edge of their spawn time. Oh well. Figured we might be pushing our luck trying for 3 females. What's the sign say? Nothing surprising. Oh, surprise! Hands up. It's alright, I'm white, he won't shoot. That's right, political commentary, bitches. I've never seen a more friendly cop in my life. Look at this fucker. He got into the evidence locker, that's what happened there. That man right there has the keys to the evidence locker, if you know what I mean. Look at his fucking face. Sunny in the middle of the afternoon. I mean, yeah, you'd think that'd be when the Roselia would be about, wouldn't you? I don't remember what the weather was like when I was catching him. It certainly wasn't raining, I know that much. So I escaped the rain further south in the area. Don't know what it is, but Boltund gives me middle stage Evo like it should evolve. Yeah. Boltund definitely looks like he has another stage in him, doesn't he? Yeah, he was just checking all the evidence at once is what he was doing. Just got to make sure this is cocaine. Yep. It smells like cocaine to me. Wait, do you sniff cocaine? Am I getting drugs wrong again? What's the one you sniff? That's cocaine, right? Officer. Your Honor. I don't know that much about drugs, Your Honor. Cocaine's the one you sniff, right? Isn't it, Your Honor? Have you seen... I don't think I've seen an artist yet, no. And I'm glad they're here. I'm looking forward to finding one. Police Officer Raymond. Yeah, all right, Ray. He doesn't quite look like he belongs in this game, does he? He looks like he's from a slightly different game series. Let me get safe for yourself, Ray. You should have no problems traveling alone. I've seen enough to know you can. Handle yourself. Giggity giggity goo. Alright, officer. Oh, it's weird. Our Wonder Trade is still searching. Are we not actually online? Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. That'd be my problem. When did I disconnect? Oh, I undocked the system before the stream. And I forgot to reconnect. Because I've got the dock hooked up to Ethernet. So when I undock it, it switches to Wi-Fi. And that breaks the internet connection in the game. So you have to reconnect when you do that. Silly Blunty. What's your deal? Oh, right, you're the Corviknight person. Okay. That's why we couldn't get through there before, because it goes in a cave. Alright, now we've been told to go to the hotel, so we probably should do that. Great balls, great balls. Spin Ripley on the spot. Yep, we did that yesterday. Much better ending pose than we got out of the equivalent maneuver in Sun and Moon. Challenge your Blunty, right? Had given your all, even this lady. Help me with something for a sec. I want to see if I'm ready for the next leg of the gym charge. Oh, are we going to fight? Wicked. Got some fighting you wear? Oh, here comes your fan club. I think she might know Officer Ray, judging by that face she's pulling right there. Something just kicked in. That might be Officer Ray's little niece, I think. Alright, Marnie, let's see what you got. I'm picturing Electric Elo, Newfoundland. Nice. I love Motorstoke's theme. Sax is great, yeah. Oh, dry skin. Didn't see that coming. Who's Officer Ray? The guy we just spoke to, that was Officer Raymond. We're just going to have to switch out to get some effective shit down here. Mr. Man, you can get shit done. Yeah, that shouldn't hurt too much, since I haven't laid a finger on you yet. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bitch. Bitch. Mirror coat. No, we don't want mirror coat. Not a huge fan of those kind of passive moves. Scraggy. Stay in, actually. I was just trying to drop the speed down, but... Double kick should finish up. I always forget about that typing. Fighting ground. Don't know why I always forget. What is the level cap I hear about on Twitter with no explanations on? There's not a level cap, but there's kind of a soft gating mechanism. You can't catch a super high level Pokemon if you are too low level or haven't made enough progress through the game. So what it's intended to do, because you can just go into the wild area, the open world space basically, and you can just go find, I've seen Pokemon up to level 50 already when I was in my 20s. It's to prevent you from catching a super high level Pokemon by getting a lucky throw on a Pokeball or something, and then sweeping through the game way too easy. So there's not a level cap, but there is a kind of soft gating mechanism to try and keep you working with Pokemon that are level appropriate. It's done pretty smartly. They've also made sure that the Pokemon you can't catch can never be shiny. So you're never going to go, oh, shiny! Oh, I'm not allowed to catch that. That's not fair. They literally can't be shiny in the first place. So you never get that little heartbreak. So they've thought it through pretty carefully. But yeah, that's all that is. Aside from that, you've got the usual sort of soft cap in that if you level your Pokemon up too much too quickly, they'll stop listening to your orders and sometimes disobey you, so they won't use moves when you tell them to use them, but that's been in the game since day one. Literally 20 years old. Wait, what's she putting in? I was too busy making an explanation. We'll switch out anyway. Who haven't we? You know what? Call the Squire. You're a safe bet. Not giving up yet. Ah, we finally get to see little hangry Pokemon. Dark, normal typing, right? Or is it dark electric? Dark ground. What do you know that? Nope. Dark electric. I was right the first time. Fly. Oh, now it's dark type. So drill pick should be more effective this time, right? Because it changes type when it changes mode? No. Alright, survived that little experiment. It's tanky enough to get through that. How can you level your Pokemon up too early? Well, the usual way, just by grinding wild encounters. But by doing max raids, you get experience candies, which you can stack up as well. It's actually not too difficult to super level your Pokemon pretty quickly in this game. And most Pokemon games, all that's required is a bit of time to do exactly the same, which is why they've all had some sort of gating mechanism in them. Guess I better get to bed and rest up for tomorrow. You better sleep too. Okay. Number 7 Pikachu wannabe. One thing I just realised I love about this game is you no longer have to exit to get to mystery gifts. It's in game menu. Yeah, it's not in the start menu anymore. Isn't that nice? They've finally built it into the online section. I think that was just a restriction of the way they did the save game stuff. I don't know. Try and stop people from exploiting it or something by doing the mystery gift and then sort of doing a reboot or whatever it was for. I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty annoying that you had to save and exit the game completely before you could even do a mystery gift. Gonna take on Marlo's gym. Good luck, T-Dog. Everyone wish T-Dog some luck taking on Marlo's gym. Have fun with the little puzzle thing you got to do. Well, it's not puzzle, but minigame. A friend of yours already went off to challenge the next gym. Kaboo's league guard is supposed to help against him, but I ended up with a few copies. You know, we haven't been actually looking at these. Let's see what hints they actually do give us. Take this too. Or something for a battle yesterday. Downhill's nice. Bet you'll have no trouble beating the Man of Fire. Well, yeah, because I've got a big tanky water type. I think I'll be fine. Give it a minute to extend him to get that badge. Alright, let's see here. Lead card. Album. We signed and everything. Oh, everyone has their little signature on it. How do I sign mine? Cubby's leave card received. Flip card. Here we go. Cubby is a Pokemon trainer who was invited from Hoenn region. There were a few times he was very close to becoming champion, but victory always seemed to elude him at the last moment. Because of this, he adopted a no-holds-barred approach to battling for a time, but even that did not bring the results he wanted. He even dropped into the minor division at one point. After a fantastic battle with Leon, he regained faith in his own potential. His motto is to keep learning. Alright, so that's just a cute little backstory. It doesn't actually tell us anything about him. I thought it was just going to go, well, he's a fire-type specialist, you should use water. That kind of shit. Alright, now we're all healed up, aren't we? After that sleep, we should be. Here we are. Okay, dokey. Gym time! Actually, I'm going to take a break first before we do this, because I do need to pee, and we just hit that 2-hour mark. This feels like a good spot to just take a quick break before we do the gym. Slow moving, aren't you, BluntNate? You've already gone and earned my fire badge. That man of fire Kaboo is just what you'd expect. Nearly burnt in my battle with him. Even with my strongest team, it was definitely touch and go, but I still won in the end. Better shift on, BluntNate. I bet you could beat the man of fire too. Oh, we've completed our trade too, so we'll do that when we come back. Alright guys, give me a couple minutes, I'll go refresh coffee, have a stretch. How's my water doing? Water's fine. Alright, BRB in just a moment.